Just go to my page and you can share it from there. All right. Wake up, Wilmington. We are here. We are live, I think. I don't know about you guys. This time change stuff for the birds.
I love it.
For the birds. Look at I got a headache today. It's like.
You old guys, I don't know.
I know.
What's that time for you, Charlie?
Is that time?
Yeah, that time.
That's almost daily, though. All right. Well, we have Mr. Ryan Briggs on here today. I promise that we got to try to behave today. He is a middle school principal, Jerry. So, let's keep that in mind.
I do my best.
25 years. I tell you what.
I'm getting up there.
Dang, that makes me feel old. I mean, it does. It's like, geez.
Charlie, you are old.
I am old. I know. But we knew each other, like, when we were little. And I was telling Rick and Jerry, our families have known each other for 100 years. Your grandma was even teaching when I was
Librarian.
Well, no, your other grandma.
Oh, Grandma Briggs. Yep.
Yeah, I knew both your grandmas. That's right, duh. Yeah, your grandma in the library. She was there all throughout my school days, and I didn't have your because your grandma taught first grade. I think, right?
Yep.
And I had Sylvia Henry.
Oh yeah.
For first grade, if you believe that.
Merle was the shop teacher when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But anyhow, my mom had his mom. His mom had me. And my mom also had Ryan.
Mm-hmm. It was her last year. She retired that year.
See what you did to her?
It was my class. I think it was my class for sure.
All right. Well, it is 33 degrees. So it's get 65 today.
Yeah, I love it.
I tell you what, I might have to break out the shorts tomorrow.
No.
I might have to do it. They can't see my legs on here anyhow.
Yeah, but we can.
Pasty legs.
You don't have to look. I'll put some lotion on them. There you go. At least they'll smell good. Tomorrow, 66.
Nice.
Now, I tell you what, I'm doing something just on the whim. And I didn't tell you guys this yet, but
Uh-oh.
I was, Facebook, whatever pops up.
Yeah.
High State baseball pops up. They got a game tomorrow, which is odd. 3:00 in the afternoon.
What's odd about it?
Well, it's just you'd think I don't know. You think they'd play either evening or games where more people can get there.
Yeah.
We got 2 tickets to tomorrow's game. It's against Eastern Michigan at 3:00. We're like in the 4th row behind home plate. Fees, everything, $20, less than $20.
Can't beat that.
$17 and some change.
Yeah.
I thought the baseball team was in Florida.
Nope, they're back. Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow, Eastern Michigan. If they are, they better give me a quick flight. That's all I gotta say, because I got tickets. The softball plays more too, but they play like at 4:00, so we won't be able to see that. But you can't beat that.
That's a good price.
I mean, you usually get there for $20, but that's general. These are actual seats, not bleachers.
Okay.
So.
I don't miss that cold weather baseball, Charlie. I used to coach at Fayetteville, and the beginning of the season was always real cold.
God.
So
Oh, yeah.
I remember jumping around at third base trying to coach and stay
Yep.
warm at the same time. So
Well, you don't have any meat on your bones either. So
that's true.
That's
That
part of your
that
problem.
doesn't help for sure.
I umpired 20-some years. I kept my license for 30 years. But I remember umpiring, one of the first games I ever umpired was at Greenview High School.
Mm-hmm.
Me and a guy named Jerry Quickle, and I just remember that name because it's a funny name. But anyhow, we're umpires, Greenview, I think, against Cedarville. I'm umpiring bases. It starts snowing. There's just snow. We kept playing. It was interesting. Needless to say, Becky Osborne's watching. See, that's why you get your phone on so everybody can. You can see who's watching, and also if they got comments.
You never played any winter softball?
No, I have played golf in the winter.
God.
That's fun. You ever do one of those?
No.
You never play winter golf outing?
Inside on the golf
No.
simulators.
I'm talking about.
We used to play winter softball, and we played with an orange ball in case it snowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way golf was too. You played with, you had your balls colored. Yeah. And it was interesting because most of the time when you play winter golf, like you didn't go from the first tee to the first hole. You went from the first tee maybe to the third green. Yeah, third hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just crisscrossing it. Yeah, like they take an 18-hole course and you just play 9, but you're crisscrossing all across.
I did that normally.
Yeah, exactly.
I never knew where the ball's going to go.
All right. Well, we're going to get to Ryan here in just a few minutes for a couple things. He is the middle school principal of Bland. And Bland, even though they're in Clinton County, it seems like they're a whole nother country. I mean, it's just like its own separate area. We don't hear much from Bland.
In our own world, yeah.
So, any kind of reports, and plus in the future, if you'd like to come on, plus it gives you a reason to get out of school for a little while.
There you go. Yeah. Yep.
You can come in and give us the Blanchester report.
Sure. We
Because
can do that.
Blanchester's got nice schools.
Yes.
I mean, the buildings and stuff. And that's where I student taught. It's where I got
Oh,
my
I didn't
start.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who'd your student teach with?
Barry Campbell.
Barry Campbell.
Yeah, he was a
Had a
great.
chance to meet him.
Yeah, he was the band director. He's been going for a while.
Okay.
Great guy, and I knew a lot of the guys down there, Boffman, Claggett. I knew, Harry Brumball. Harry.
Name rings a bell.
Yeah. I can give you a little Blanchester. Did he say he coached at Fayetteville? No, he was the athletic director and coached baseball, right?
Yeah, well, I was there 2 different stops. At the beginning, that was 25 years ago. I coached a little bit of everything, baseball and basketball and golf. Went to East Clinton and Hillsborough after that, and then came back to Fayetteville, and that's when I was AD and middle school principal and coached football. So I coached 4 different sports
Football.
there, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think he coached.
Clinton?
Yes, I coached basketball at East Clinton. for
Okay,
4
I thought,
years.
yeah.
Yep.
I think he coached my brother at Fayetteville,
Oh, and who's that?
Jake Lindsay.
Jake Lindsay.
What's your brother's first name?
Yeah.
He might remember him. He might not, but he might remember. But when you coached basketball at East Clinton, were you the varsity coach?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
How many years ago? That's been a
Ooh,
while.
that's been a while now.
That's been a
yeah,
bit.
That's been 14, 15 years ago
Yeah.
now. So.
Well, see, that's where you should have consulted with me first. I'll just leave it. I'll tell you off the air. There we
There
go.
you
All right. Anyhow, let's do a little news. Great Monday morning. J.D. Kramer. You remember J.D. Kramer?
Yes.
He's watching.
Okay. Hi, JD.
That was funny. On Friday, we had Judge Carey on here. Brandon Grimsley, I don't even remember.
Yep, I remember Brandon. He was 2 years younger than me. So.
He was on here thanking the judge for not beating you on him too hard in court.
There
It
you
was
go.
funny as
Brandon's a good
heck.
guy.
My brother's name is Jared Lindsay. You
Okay.
remember him, right?
Yep.
There you
Remember
go.
Jared. Yep.
All right. We'll get you through that real quick. All right, we got news. Let's see. We got a bunch of news. Did you guys know this is Happy Mario Day?
No.
Now, you should get that.
Yes.
Why is it Mario Day? It's March
10.
Oh, there you
10th.
go.
Mario.
Okay.
Get it?
I'll get it.
And then,
Learn something new every
I
day.
get it.
right?
Well, if kids, see, you can do that to the kids today when you get back to school. Happy Mario Day,
There
kids.
you go.
And they'll look at you like,
Yeah.
because they look at you probably like you're an old man.
Pretty much.
And I don't.
I'm
not cool anymore, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, I heard from what I remember you from East Clinton and your pup. I mean, you.
I know, he is a pup. He
You guys are
is.
making me feel good today.
Oh yeah.
He is. Let's see. The S&P is only up 4%. That's the lowest of all the global stock markets right now. So if you're going to invest, they're saying to invest in foreign stock markets. Gold, the yen and gold are better bets than the dollar right now. These are just little plug-in things I got for you guys. Tubi, how many months? Do you ever watch Tubi? Really? I watch Tubi occasionally. You watch Tubi? You watch Tubi?
No. What's Tubi?
Tubi is like a Netflix for poor people.
Okay.
It's free.
I like free.
Well, and they got a lot of good stuff on there too. Tubi, how many people you think they get a month? How many millions of people do they get a month? And you've never heard of this. Think about that.
40 million.
Higher.
Jeez. All right, 60,
Higher.
75 million,
Higher.
100 million.
350 million people in the country.
Well, it's not that many. It's not that many.
200 million.
No, not that many.
Well,
97 million people
Wow.
a monthly.
Unreal.
You were almost there.
I was getting
He was,
close. I know.
he was,
I know.
yeah, it's free. Exactly.
Netflix
Nice.
just raised their prices.
That's why I can't believe Jerry hadn't seen it. It's free.
I'm gonna watch it now. Now she said it's free,
Check it
so,
out.
yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's, no, it doesn't cost anything. It's just a streaming service. Tesla dealerships are being vandalized across the country, and
That is not my pillar over there.
also their charging stations are being vandalized.
Oh, wow.
Elon Musk doing all this stuff for us, and just getting beat on.
That was
Everybody's watching.
that was inevitable. You knew that was going to happen. Charging
Yeah.
stations are going to.
Yeah. You guys know who Mark Carney is? He is.
That's the new guy in Canada.
That's right. That's Jerry. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, new.
You know, these super liberal.
Well, they call him up there. They don't call him the president. They call him
Minister.
Prime Minister of Canada.
It's only temporary.
Guess what started 5 years ago today?
No
Here
idea.
is eczema.
Jerry's fourth divorce. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Oh no! You got to go way farther back than that.
What you got? Come on, 5 years ago today, 2020. What terrible thing happened?
COVID.
COVID
gosh.
was declared a pandemic
Brings back nightmares,
by the
especially for
World
schools.
Health Organization. Yeah, because I'd already retired and I was 7 at that time. And what was funny, I just got done doing a long-term sub for a girl, and she was scheduled to come back the next Monday,
Got
and
COVID.
COVID hit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean, then they were out of school like the
Oh,
rest of the year. So she got nice. She was out on maternity leave.
Wearing those masks around, that was not fun. And then doing the contact tracing, and yeah, that was not fun.
No.
I used to. It was so funny because when they did start letting you worry about going anywhere or traveling for the longest time, as soon as I would get in North Carolina, I would get there. I wouldn't even want to get to my daughter's house, and I'd get a message from the health department in the county.
Really?
Yeah. I would get it, and they would ask questions about if I'd been in contact with anybody, and I'm like, holy crap.
That's crazy. Here goes my memory of Ryan was broadcasting games, WSWO radio, and covered games for News Journal when he coached there. I thought you were going to say something as a player.
Well, I see Bill Lehrman on there, and I saw him on your show there Friday,
Yeah.
Charlie, and that brings back good memories. Dad was a announcer at East Clinton for years.
Yeah.
And so I would sit in between him and Bill as a little kid, and Dad be announcing, and Bill be on the radio, and he's an amazing man, that's for sure. Dad thought the world of him.
Bill is Mr. Sportscaster here.
Yes, he is.
Let's see, what else we got? U.S.-Ukraine officials supposed to meet today or tomorrow in Saudi Arabia to discuss trying to get that war to an end. Steel aluminum tariffs take place on the EU starting on Wednesday, supposedly. Now, supposedly some of these others are supposed to start too, and they haven't, so who knows. Wednesday, we get an inflation update. Now, Mr. Briggs, being what did you teach?
Health and PE.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Well,
was an intervention specialist for a year at East Clinton, too. So.
we'll give you a little pass if you don't get this.
Okay.
What is Friday?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is Friday?
Friday's always a good day because it's close to the weekend.
There you go. Yeah.
Friday's like, I'm all concerned because I'm hoping people show up to my show on Saturday.
Oh, yes, for sure.
What's Friday, though?
I do not know.
Oh, come on. What's the date, Friday?
March
what?
14th.
Oh,
Yes.
March 14th.
oh, that's a hint.
We're getting close.
Happy Pie Day.
Oh, there you go.
Pie Day.
3.14. I should know that for
We
sure.
need to have some, like, what do they call them little pies? Jerry, you need to bring some
Yeah.
pies in that day.
Usually our math teacher does bring
Oh,
in some
Lord.
pies. So. Yeah.
Pie days.
Pie
yeah.
day.
Pie day.
All right.
Pie,
That's always a good day.
Pi R squared.
Yeah, probably all around.
Anyhow, Pie Day. Don't forget your pie this Friday for Pie Day. And Kevin Martin got it. He's on already. So, yeah, kids at school, remind your math teachers so they'll bring you pie on Friday. See, even Bill got it, pie. You spelled it wrong. You spelled it wrong, oh, Bill. It's P-I. Come on, Bill. Jeez. Let's see, what else we got? The Ides of March is on Saturday. Watch your back. So no one stabs you in the back. What else we got here? Egg prices. The Justice Department's looking into it.
About time.
Think there might have been a little foul play going on there. Come on,
Rick. One of those days, Rick.
I can't take this.
Secret Service shot a man yesterday. Did you see that?
I heard about that.
At the White House. They think he was about ready to commit suicide.
Yeah, well, that was suicide by cop.
Joe Biden wandering around.
Well, was that Joe Biden wandering around? Yeah. Okay. Homeland Security caught some Columbia student that's been causing all the chaos at Columbia, so hopefully that's going to...
He was leading one of the protesting.
Small plane crash yesterday, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. All 5 survived. It was on the plane.
That's good.
Greenland's election is tomorrow. They were given their freedom, but Denmark still looks over them in 1953. But I guess depending on who wins this election, I don't think Greenland would be the 51st state, but it could be possibly a territory. It said the prime minister that's there right now says the country is not for sale, but we are open for business. What?
I don't know. We can't take care of the territories that we've got. So let's take care of the territories that we have first, and then let's worry about adding on.
Well, I think Greenland, though, I bet Greenland might help us out more because Greenland has more to offer.
I know, but think about it.
Great vacation spot.
Yeah, there you go. All the ice. There you go. What else we got here? And I'll be done soon here. NASA will launch SpaceX capsule with the replacements for Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams on Wednesday. They're supposed to be there a week. They've been there 9 months. How would you like that to happen? Oh, by the way, I'll play golf with you next week.
Yeah,
no problem.
No thanks.
Sorry, I can't play golf. I'm still stuck up here on the space station.
Sounds like traveling for a company here in town I used to work for.
Think about that a minute.
They might get paid some good overtime, though.
I would hope.
Oh, my.
Can you imagine their sea legs when they get back?
Oh, my goodness. Not good.
I'll tell you what, they'll probably have to be in the hospital for a week or so.
Yeah.
Just to kind of gain their bearings back.
I would think.
Yeah.
That's some scary. 9 months. What's bad, I guess, once this new capsule gets up there, they're going to hang out with the new crew for a week. So they don't even get to come back right away. They got to wait another week, and then they're coming back. So
let me in that thing. I'm out of here.
Yes, I know, exactly. Right. I'd be like, get me out of here. Exactly. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but they're going to look at a government shutdown is looming for Pi Day, for Friday. Although there is only, now this is pretty good, and only a 99-page continuing resolution. So that wasn't bad. Karen House Chambers, thanks Charlie for DJing my sister's benefit yesterday, and Michelle Tebow for your help and bringing her people. It was a great success. Thanks for. They had a huge crowd, and we'll talk more about that here in a minute. We're past time for break. We're going to have a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little Blanchester schools. We're going to talk a little bit of sports cards and whatever else we can dig out of Mr. Briggs' past.
Be careful.
We'll be back.
A major shakeup in the pharmaceutical industry as Flintstone Vitamins taken to task for tasting nothing like Fred or Wilma.
And as for Pebbles, well, she's already a fruity breakfast cereal. Why dietitians and nutritionists coast to coast are warning us to yabba dabba don't when it comes to ingesting these chalky childhood chewables.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Looking out for your health and well-being is just a sample of the kind of made-up news you can expect on The Murphy Report.
Earning the reputation as the mistrusted name in news isn't something that we take lightly.
In fact, most wouldn't take it at all.
And our efforts reflect that, with a trophy case in our lobby filled wall to wall with empty shelves.
Let the other outlets vie for trophies and your respect.
We're simply too busy making it up to care for such accolades, with a new report posted every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and YouTube channel.
The Murphy Report, with veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
We're back.
We're back, and there's Bill. He's bringing food today, at least. We'll let him come in today. Oh, looky there! Looky there! Looky there, and Doritos.
Donuts aren't too good for you, so I brought snacks
Oh,
out there.
all right, yeah. There you
Good to
go.
see you
Good
again.
to see you too.
You are making me old.
That's what everybody's telling me this
I
morning.
know. My kids are making me old, Bill.
So let's get to Mr. Briggs' stuff here. Since Bill's here, let's get right
Michelle loves the new commercial.
to the Michelle loves the new commercial. Did you see the head on Steve in that thing? Damn. Anyhow, he needs to keep his hair growing. Gee whiz. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what's happening Saturday since Bill's here? Bill, you got to go to work. You're gonna be here for a little bit.
I'll be here for a little bit.
Okay, well go ahead. Tell us anything.
So we have our sports card show coming up Saturday. We've done it a few months now. We started last August, I think it was, at the fairgrounds. And David Fulcher, you remember David Fulcher, right, Bill?
Yeah.
David Fulcher's coming Saturday. He's going to sign autographs. Kind of brings his own items to sign and
He's got it
sell.
figured out by
yeah,
now,
he
doesn't
does.
he?
He does for sure.
Full rock.
I met him. You and I were talking off air there. I met him at the flea market. Good seeing you.
Good guy, man.
Well, we think the world of you too, Bill.
And your dad.
Well, he thought the world of you also.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, David, we met at the flea market. I was with my kids, and I seen him walking around. I said, I know that guy. You know, so I went over and started talking to him. And a guy named Tommy Martin. You met him, I think, at the
I know
show.
Tom Martin. Yeah.
But they were signing at the flea market, and I just asked him, you want to come to our show? I will tell you, he texted me. I was actually on my way back from Cleveland. I was at a card show up there with my cousin, and David texted me. He said, I'm not going to be able to make it. He said, the commissioner called. He said, when he calls, I better go. He said, call him from Canton. I think, thinking he might get in the Hall of Fame, you know.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And he said that I won't be able to make it, but I owe you one. So I was thinking, wow, we don't have anybody to sign autographs for us, you know, come to our show. And I got a hold of Tommy. He said, hey, we'll get Icky Woods to come. And so Icky filled in for him.
Do the shuffle.
And it was, I asked him, I said, can you do the shuffle, Icky? He said, no, I've had two surgeries, and I can't do it anymore. But he was a heck of a nice guy.
Buddy could save you some T-bone steaks. There you go.
Yes, that's right. But I thought, hey, I'm going to reach back out to David because he said, I owe you one. And he said, sure, I'll be there in March. So we're looking forward to having him. He's a great guy.
So David Fulcher will be there.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Let's see,
Yep.
linebacker or safety?
He was a safety. He's built like a linebacker.
He
but
sure was.
played
Yeah,
safety.
he was.
Yes.
One of the best defensive players the Bengals ever had. I mean, he was a heck of a player.
Back when their defense was really
good, yeah.
good. Yes.
Him and Crumry and all that. And the SWAT team was their secondary, remember? Him and Lewis Billups and Eric Thomas and all of them. So
This is pretty funny. Vicky
Their
Campbell.
drafting was a lot better back
it was
then.
better
Yeah.
for sure.
Show is blurry today. I even changed my contacts. Still blurry. Maybe that has to do with the Bacardi or Malibu you had last night. I don't know. What do you think? You think that might be it?
I'm trying to think your jersey numbers. You were 15.
Wow, you got a great memory. That was my basketball number. Football was 11, but you got a great memory, Bill.
Now,
That's how I remember kids, what number they
Yeah, I
were.
was
Branson
15.
Smith, number 3.
Yeah, yeah.
was
1,000-point score.
Was
Yeah, not
15
me.
any significance?
No, you set up everybody else. You had a lot of assists, young man. You knew your
I
role.
appreciate. Well, I played with some great
playmaker.
players: Mark Woodruff,
Oh, God,
Anthony and
Woody.
Allen Davis,
Yes,
Jeremy
sir.
Collingham, Kevin Richard. I mean, I played with some great players, and that was my role. Butch Hooper told me, "Hey, beginning of the year," and Dusty Miller, two people I think the world of. But
Yeah,
You got
Dusty's
it
a
to the
great
best.
guy.
Yes, very good coaches there.
you asked if that number meant something.
Yeah.
Clayton Morgan, somebody I looked up to, that was his number, and I carried that on when he graduated, I guess. So
Well, I always had 15 when I played baseball when I was a kid because of George Foster.
yeah, oh yeah,
George Foster, man.
legendary Red for sure.
Yeah, he could freaking hammer the ball,
Yeah.
couldn't he?
Oh yeah, the big red machine. Dad always said the game was never over with the Reds. They'd be down 8-0, and the game was never over.
So what year were you born?
78.
Oh, you just missed
Yeah, I
all
just
that.
missed it.
Just missed
Dad
all
told me
that
all
stuff.
about it. But I just missed it.
Oh, dang. I tell you what, those were the day. I see, I was
Back-to-back
born in
world titles.
64.
Sure.
So, I mean, I was right in the prime of my childhood, the Reds. And it was like,
Boy, Marty Brenneman stepped into a great situation. You think about it. He took
Yeah.
over for Al Michaels in 1974, and then you look back what happened with the Big Red Machine, and they won those 75 and 76 World Series. I always thought it was neat that they let the hometown announcer be on with Kurt Gowdy and Joe Garagiola, and they split doing doing the play-by-play. And people have told Marty, you look back, young man, you stepped into a great situation.
Sure.
No doubt
Sure.
about it. Getting to call the world champion Cincinnati Reds in 75 and
gosh,
76.
yes. Yep.
Unbelievable.
now, Ryan, this thing Saturday, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to tell Bill to be quiet for a minute. We're just going to let you take about 2 minutes.
Sure.
Well, no, this is important for him.
Sure.
This Saturday, give us all the details.
Yeah, so we have vendors come too. Anybody that's interested to sell their items, it's $30 a table for the first two, and then after that it's $20. And you got to meet Ken Ludington from Xenia. He has one of the top shows in America. If you've never been, I recommend going, not just for sports cards, but memorabilia. They have 330 plus tables. And I went to one of his shows and got talking to him, and he kind of helped us get it going. And he'll be there Saturday as well. I've just been picking his brain on the best way to do this. We advertise all over Facebook and in the paper and things like that. But it seems like each time our show keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it's been a lot of fun. If anything, it's getting to see
What's it cost for
people
people to get in?
free of charge.
Say
to
that
get
again.
in,
What's it cost for
it
people
is
to get
free.
in?
We talked this morning. We like free stuff, so
Free.
it is free. For
It's
sure,
like Tubi,
so.
baby, free.
Yeah, but get an opportunity just to talk to people I haven't seen in a while. It's something I love doing. Larry Bartram, Larry, that's
Oh,
one
sure
of Dad's
do,
best
yes.
friends. I can see Larry and people like that. So,
Bill, you should come out Saturday.
yeah.
Well,
See
let me see.
David, at
I
least.
see. I am. That's one of the days I do work.
You do
now.
work Saturday?
Yeah, I do work 2 or 3 days a week now, so I am a part-time guy. Yeah.
All
Be a good
right.
time to take a day off.
No, I don't know if they'll let me do that now.
David Fulcher. But you're there from 10 to 3.
Yep. We'll have a food truck and everything. So come
Who's
out
the
and get
food
some
truck
too.
this time?
It's a taco truck out of Xenia that's coming. We've changed different food trucks each time. So
That's good.
yeah.
Nothing wrong.
Can I
Share the
interject
world.
just one thing? Okay, and we'll try and keep it to about
No,
a minute.
you're fine. Yeah,
Okay.
You do it. I just want him to get that information out.
Well, you talked about sports memorabilia. Remember what I talked about with hockey? I got to see Wayne Gretzky make his debut at Hara Arena for the Indianapolis Racers, which was a club back in the WHA days. And I remember this vividly. I only wish I still had the program. Pat Whitey Stapleton was the coach for the Racers, and this was back when either Demers was coach for the Stingers, because I went to a lot of hockey games. And I remember Pat Whitey Stapleton said, he is going to be a good player. No, he will be a great player. And that nickname stuck that day, the great one.
I didn't know
Number
that.
77, Wayne Gretzky. If only I'd have kept that program. Think what that would be worth
Oh
today.
gosh, yes.
Ooh, my.
His rookie card's worth a lot of money. I know that. You can't get your hands on
The
them, that's
great
for
one.
sure. So.
Yeah.
Now, Bill, you passed the test. I just want him to get all that vital
I think I did it in 45 seconds. See, that goes back to my radio days.
No, I mean, just letting him say all that, because I'll do that too. And the only times I will give you the finger or hold up things is just because sometimes people may not understand what we understand.
Yeah, that's right.
And like you said, it's free, folks. It's free.
free of charge.
We will be back in just a minute.
Thank you, Charlie.
I just because
Labor analysts have done the math. If God used union workers to create the world, just how long would it take?
6 days and a day of rest? Hardly. Experts say we might still be under construction, but at least we'd be on more solid ground.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made-up stories just like these are what we're about on The Murphy Report, with a new report every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Plus all the real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in the heart of downtown Wilmington.
Hosted by veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone. It's news you might lose. But if you do, we'll find it, we'll pick it up, we'll roll it up, and we'll stick it back in your front screen door.
That sounds more like a newspaper, Steve.
This isn't a newspaper?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Pat Hines, my
all
first coach.
right,
at
we're
Wilmington,
back and
also, Mike and Norm.
talking a little bit of basketball. Ryan, he's one of those guys. He's a sports guy.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Much to his mom's chagrin.
Yes.
Because his mom was a music teacher.
Yep.
See,
How
my
did you
mom,
get
that's
musical
the
talent?
thing. Your mom was a music teacher. My mom was originally a music teacher.
Okay.
She was a band director for You know what? Come to think about it, she even had your dad.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking too.
yeah.
I
Because your
thought so, yeah.
dad, he used to play the trombone.
Yep. Yep.
And that was neat because he would go, he'd play basketball, but then come out at halftime, march with the band.
Yep. I remember him talking about that.
Isn't that crazy?
Small world.
Yeah, I forgot about your dad.
Yep.
I'll tell you something else about your dad real quick, and then we'll get back to. We need to talk a little bit of Bland here too. This, and I think I said when Bill was on the other day, there used to be this really cool thing, and it doesn't happen anymore. There used to be a men's basketball league at Spina School.
Oh my goodness.
And
USIGA.
your dad would play. It was Dean Snow, Phil Snow, your dad, Jim Luck, Mike Cooper, I think, were all on the team, and it was just, you know, you get to see Phil Snow play live, you know, and that was before 3-point line. He'd just take a step over the half-court line, some mine and shoot.
Yep, that's what Dad said
And
too.
make it most of the time.
If they'd had a 3-point line, then Dad said he'd have broke all kinds of records.
Well, Bobby Hooper played there
Hooper,
occasionally. I'm trying to think who else. There's a couple big guys from Wilmington. The Haley boys used to come down and play, and they'd have tournaments on the weekend. And do you remember those days?
Yep.
I tell you what, I miss that. I think the problem was they did get a little bit of fisticuffs.
Dad said it got very competitive.
They got they got some fights sometimes.
Those were his greatest memories. He loved playing in high school, but he said Jules IGA, that was something.
That men's
got to
league,
travel all
yeah.
over and play against different teams.
There's a Superior Carpet team out of Wilmington. Junior Rollins used to play on that. He was really good. And my dad and I we lived right across the street from school. We just go over there, sit and watch and talk about memories.
It was farther. I was farther south, but I can remember when they had some of the guys that were really good from Sinking Spring and Peebles, and that's the ones that they had come in and play in the men's. It was
Sinking Spring, you're talking about John Lawhorn country now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Former East Clinton
Yeah,
coach,
he was a
right? Coach
good
my
one.
uncle.
Yes, he was.
he's in
No
Rhino, right?
doubt.
Yeah.
Ryo.
And we'll come back and get the sports card thing later. You got David Fulcher coming. His autographs and stuff aren't free. Does he take pictures free with you? I wonder.
He may do that. I'm not 100% certain, but I know he sells items that he signs.
And he
to.
autographs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
And David Fulcher is in the Ring of Honor,
Yes.
and he was a
Should be
great
in the Hall
player.
of Fame. He was a heck of a player.
Yeah, this
Have you ever been to Canton? Have you ever been to Hall
I
of
have.
Fame?
When
What an experience.
Massey played, you know, my nephews were on that last state championship team, and we went up there, and I told Mom, I said, we got to go to the Hall of Fame. So we did that, and it's a great
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Great place.
I've been there several times.
Even if you don't like sports, my son's not really into sports, and he loved all the different things that you get to do, the hands-on
Right.
things they have, you know, so it's
You
great.
need to go to Cooperstown too.
I've never been there, and that's next on my list.
I've
for
been there
sure.
a couple times. It is out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, my relatives all live in the Oneida, Syracuse area of New York, and it's still another hour or so to get to Cooperstown from there. And it's just all back, like going around here, back roads to get there.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, you know, Pete Rose in and yeah, whether he will be or not, but it's funny. There was like Pete Rose.
should.
There were
As a
like
player,
Pete
no
Rose
question.
stores up there though. That's all they carried was Pete Rose stuff.
Yeah.
So
Played in more winning games than any other player,
Yeah.
and the all-time hits leader, and you can't take that away
Greatest
from
hitter
him.
of all time, for sure.
yeah, I mean, if you don't want to put him as a manager, well, who cares? Put him in as a
That's
player.
right. You're not putting him in as a person.
That's right.
what he did on the field.
It's
Yeah.
what he did between the lines, and he was the most, like you said, most competitive player there ever was. He just wanted to win. That's all there was to it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right, now you're in your 25th year of teaching,
Yeah.
which
Getting up there.
makes me want to shoot myself. No, I'm just kidding. That's a long. You know, see this baby face? Look, I mean, that's what I
shaved
remember.
this morning, Charlie. I
Yeah,
shaved.
yeah. You better get you a new razor then. That's all I gotta say. Geez, I just, you know. And growing up, you weren't real. You're pretty tall now, but you weren't real tall. when you were
No,
growing
yeah. I
up.
kept asking Dad, when am I going to grow, Dad? And he said it was between his sophomore and junior year he shot up there. He's 6'3", you know, never got there. I'm about 5'11 and a half, and he used to like to joke, you never made 6 foot, did you? He knew that just drove me crazy.
But yeah, your dad was tall, and
Yeah.
but your mom wasn't. I mean, your mom.
Yep,
she was,
I'm in between them, I guess, on
yeah,
height. So
yeah, and your sister. Well, you have one sister who's kind of short and one's kind of tall.
Yep.
It's kind of strange.
Yep, that's
Kinda
right,
strange.
for sure. Yeah.
And you're the youngest, right? You're
I'm
the baby.
Yes, baby of 4. I always got picked on. Dad was a baby of 4 too.
It made you
His
tougher
3
though
older
because of
sisters.
that, right?
It did for sure. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's. And there used to be a Briggs Hardware too.
There was Briggs Furniture Store. It's
Briggs
funny you
Furniture.
said that because we were watching a show the other day. It talked about the history of Sabina, and they showed a picture of Briggs Furniture. That was my grandpa's store.
That used to be
for
where
years.
Traditions
Yep,
is now.
it's where Traditions is now. Yep,
Used
for
to
sure.
be the carpet factory or drapery factory for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's get down into Wildcat country. Anyhow, you don't coach down there.
Nope, no coaching.
You're just the mean old Mr. Principal, but you're not the assistant principal.
Nope, I'm middle school.
So, do you have an
principal,
assistant principal?
We do. We have one that we share. She does elementary a few days a week and does the middle school the rest of the time, and I'm thrilled to have her. I've never had an assistant principal till this year, so it
So, does
helps
she get to
tremendously.
handle the discipline, or do you still have
We
to do
split
that?
it. We split it.
Okay.
It depends on the time of the day and things like that. What I'm dealing with or she's dealing with. So
See,
yeah,
I
we split
never
it up.
wanted to be a principal. I just too much paperwork.
There's some days I miss the classroom, that's for sure. I told you I was a health and PE teacher, so I walk through the gym some days and think, oh, I miss this.
Just
but-
roll out the balls, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't that kind of gym teacher.
There are some that are like
there were
that.
some like that. But
I got some good friends who are like
Yeah.
that. Great guys. Just roll out the balls.
yeah.
Want to get a shout out for Randy Dunlap. Randy Dunlap, to me, he's a great guy. I'm so glad he had a chance to come back to Clinton County and be a superintendent. I think he's doing a nice job. And, just from being on the school board again, here we go. It's a big challenge, with funding and everything like that
Yes.
from the state. And I know Blanchester's going to lose some money, Wilmington, Clinton, Massey. None of our county schools are going to get any additional money. They're all going to lose some money, and it just makes your job a little bit tougher.
Bill, it's depressing.
It
To be
is,
honest
really.
with you. We talked about that at the board meeting, our last board meeting, and it's frustrating, depressing at the same time. I mean, it's going to get to the point where it's going to be on the schools for the funding, and in small schools like us, that's a major challenge.
And I don't have anything against private schools, but when you keep seeing the state giving out more money for the vouchers and so on and so forth, you got to stand up and say, what about public education? That's what we're here for. I think what they're wanting to do, let's just cut to the chase, push all your poker chips center of the table. They want to see consolidation. They want to see schools combined. There are 611 school districts in Ohio. They'd probably like to whittle it down to about 300. I'm telling you what, that'll be a fight. That'll be a fight.
Well, it was a fight before.
Exactly.
There's still people in Sabina that would, and I'm sure there's still people in New Vienna that would rather not see the consolidation that happened in, what, 1963?
Yeah. Well, you're talking about when Dad played basketball.
Right.
You're talking about Bobby Hooper and guys like that. I mean, what was it? Simon Kenton.
Simon Kenton, I was just going to say it. Yep.
I mean, it's
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't like the way it's
New
going.
Canton.
That's for sure.
It was
So
New
it's
Canton for a while. Well, I'd say I'd feel for you, but Jerry is going to agree with me on this. See, John Kasich, when he was governor, he did the same crap to local villages, and he made himself look at all this tax money we're saving people, and yada yada yada.
They wanted to have their rainy day fund.
Yeah. But what they did, they took away from Peter to pay Paul. They took away from all the local jurisdictions, the villages, the townships, and all that, and said, you got to worry about getting your own funding. And that's basically what they're doing now to schools. They're saying, hey, you know what? We give all we're going to give. We're not going to give any more. We need to keep it up here. And it's not fair. It's not fair. But
they give you the money to build the buildings, but then you, as the district, have to maintain them.
Right. Sure.
And taxpayers only want to pay so much. You know, I understand the pushback about property taxes. I get it, and that's why we at Wilmington wanted to go for the income tax and even earned income. But you only have so many resources you have to fund schools.
Earned income tax is much better way of funding than property taxes.
I would say this to any legislator. I've talked to Levi Dean. I've talked to Kyle Kohler, the new state senator and new state rep. I said them in reverse order because Dean is the state rep, Kohler's the state senator. Go for a state sales tax, put it on the ballot, let the people decide, do away with property taxes, do away with the earned income. I think people would be more receptive to it. And then you put a per diem. Each school district will get X amount of dollars, and the money is generated from everybody if you go to a state sales tax.
Well, just do it based on students.
Right.
Yeah, you got so many students. Each student represents a dollar amount.
Here's your allocation, and you live with it.
That sounds fair to me. And right now, it's
the best way to do it.
It's not, and it's only going to get worse. So can we let Bill keep on preaching too?
No.
Keep on preaching, Bill. That's all I can say.
He will.
Is that my
He
phone?
will.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like Deanna said the other night when I got that 15-year service award, she says, hey, congratulations, I just got one question. Are you going to get to speak? And I said no, and she said, boy, that's a good thing. So I know we're irate.
Oh, no, we love you, Bill. And earlier, I think you might have took me the wrong way. I just wanted to give Ryan 1 minute just because, well, I do the same thing because so much of that is important, but I'll hear things and it's like, better say this, better say, because we want to make sure everybody knows that Saturday is free. So you guys missed the cue there. Right. We want everybody to know Saturday is free. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Because
I do need to bow out. I go to mass on the days I'm off. I told you about how I feel about I'm just glad to wake up and put my feet on the ground every day ever since what happened with 9/11 with Walt Strieber. Walter and I were in Washington, D.C. when all that happened with 9/11.
Wow. My
mom, she says, I'm going to tell you something. When she pointed the finger at me, I listened. She says, you need to go to Mass whenever you can. She says,
there you go.
God saved you for a reason. You need to go to Mass. So you know what? With that, I'll shut up and I'm going to head over to the church.
Good to see you. Now we're going to see you back here again.
Man hug. I love this kid. I'm going to tell you what.
This
young man, he has done a great job, not only as a principal, but I think back when you coached and when you played, your dad was the salt of the earth. I'll tell you what, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
That means a lot.
He was a wonderful man.
That means a lot to me.
Love you, kiddo.
Love you too.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
Everybody I see anymore,
Thursday.
younger than me.
Hey, Bill.
See you, Bill.
Thursday, right?
Yes, I will be here Thursday
right.
with either Buckeyes or donuts.
We will do that. We're going to take a break. We'll be
Nursery
right back.
rhyme historians uncover the truth about Jack and Jill.
There was no hill to climb, and new clues cast doubt on there ever being a pail. What could be next? The Tortoise and the Hare living together?
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. The nursery rhymes may be made up, but the only thing made up here is the news.
That's right, Steve. On the Murphy Report. With a new report every week beginning Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Hard-hitting, cutting edge, and a third less fulfilling.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
A combined 415 years in the news business.
It's made up news you can count on to get you through your day.
And put you to sleep at night, just like me with my warm milk and cookies. And a plethora of heart-related medications.
Plus all the real news on what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
That's on the Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
That was good.
Was it good? Okay, yeah. No, I didn't like, the potatoes were interesting. We're talking about Chad's meal he brought for us Friday, but Bill brought us food today too. Yeah, start getting the idea here. If you come on Wake Up Wilmington, you're supposed to bring food.
I brought you some baseball cards.
Yeah, a baseball card. It's got gum in it. It'll work. It'll
Don't eat
work.
that gum. It's been
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. What we got in it, man? There's nuts and all kinds of stuff. Of course, Jerry's nuts enough, but Jerry, feel free. I mean, all right. So I'm gonna put the mic down again because I want you to just give us 5 or 6 highlights of what's going on at Blanchester and maybe even in your school in particular. Mm-hmm. How's that sound?
You know, one of the things I'll talk about, Charlie, is relationships. To me, that's what education's all about, and really anything that you're in, it's all about. And it's why I got into education. It's what I try to really focus on every day. And I think we get away from that some days. It's a data-driven world too, and as you know, I mean, state testing results and different things like that is what we focus on. But it's something I try not to let it take my focus away from building good relationships. And as we know, some days you have your battles and your struggles, and it's repairing relationships. So something I believe wholeheartedly in is something called restorative practices. And it's, in education, I wouldn't put a fancy name on something, but it's really about relationships. And one of the things that we do at our school is we have what's just circles, where we have classes that are called ELT classes, extended learning time. And during that time, that's one of the things they do. Our teachers get them in circles, and we go around the room, and we, have topics they talk about. And it's a way to make connections between kids, a way to make connections teacher to student. And it's like what we did a little bit ago, and what we're doing now is listening. So many kids, they get it, and I'll tell them, I know you're excited, but make sure you listen to that person talking too. And it's amazing what that'll do with making connections with kids. My favorite time of the day is morning bus duty. Go out and see the kids coming in. Of course, you probably remember the days you say good morning and about half of them just look at you like, I'm not saying anything. It's not a good morning. But
That wasn't a good morning, guys. It was, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Good to see you,
And then they just kind of look at you and keep on going.
Oh, here comes the principal.
Yeah. And
What do I do now?
Yep, that's right. But that's one of my thrills is just the relationships with kids. And if a kid is in trouble, it's I don't have them come in and pound on the table or something like that. We talk about what happened and try to learn from it and not let it happen again, kind of thing. But that's the thing that I love the most about education and life skills. Anything that we can do to help with life skills. We have a program at the end of the year that we do with the county. It's called Real World, Real Money. And it's kind of nice because they come in and they're given, here's your job, here's your budget, here's some of the things that you have to purchase. Right. And they go around and they buy like a car. And it's funny because some of them will go buy this expensive car and then come back and say, I can't afford that car because I never thought about insurance.
Right.
I never thought about, there are things like buying diapers for babies and how much does trash cost a month? And
Life
it's
skills.
just great.
Life skills is something they lost for the
Oh
longest
my
time
gosh,
in schools.
it's so frustrating. I remember years ago, I was in a program. I first started out being an administrator, and we worked with a guy that was a retired superintendent. And he said, you know what's frustrating is when I go to a game and I give a kid some money, and they can't give me the exact change back. You know, it's little things like that just learning those basic life skills. Being able to communicate is the other thing. You know, this is what they communicate with now.
Yeah.
Right.
I talk bad about my nieces here, but I remember one Christmas, I was sitting next to one niece, and my other one, she was on the other side of the room. I said, who are you texting on Christmas? Well, my cousin. I said, well, put your phone down and talk to me.
Yeah.
And that's where kids are at now.
Yeah.
That's how they communicate. My own kids will go to the flea market or something, and they want me to help, you know, if they want to bring down the price. No, you're going to do that.
Yeah.
You go up and talk to them, you know. Just
Dicker
work
with
on-
them.
Yeah. Just learn to socialize. So those are the things that mean the most to me in school now, Charlie, is working on life skills and building those strong relationships throughout life.
Right.
You know, that's the one big positive to being in education for sure.
Well, and the problem is just what I've seen throughout my years was just the home just disintegrating. I mean, so many of our students you're asked to treat normally, you can't because they don't come from a normal background. Grandma and grandma's raising them, aunt and uncle's raising them, or worst case scenario, they're raising themselves. I tell you, I can't imagine some of these kids that, and the kids that have all their things, that's one of the biggest lessons you can teach them. The A students, the kids from the good home, is to get in their heads, hey, you got to realize, he's not the same as you.
Yeah.
Kids have this idea that we're all, that everybody's brought up the same.
Yes.
And that is, the sooner a kid can learn that, the sooner they can be more empathetic, and the sooner they can create those relationships.
Absolutely.
You know, one of the hardest things for me when I was in the school was the little kids that would every morning want to give you a hug.
Yep.
That's all right.
Well, yeah, but nowadays you don't know whether you want to do that or not.
Well, you afraid you're going to get lice or something?
But no, it's you don't know what you're going to be accused of.
Nah, you don't.
Oh, trust me.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're talking about the school. Remember the school system we were in? I saw it with different people there.
But that's something these kids need.
But that may be the only interaction they have like that.
Yep.
Well, that's when you do this.
Yeah.
Just pat them on the back.
Yeah.
Sure.
No,
But it was-
touch is a big thing. And I'll tell you what. I went to some master's classes, and they even talked about the more trust, the more, and touch was part of it. You need to be able to.
I do fist bump encouragement, that
They don't
may
get it
give
anywhere
throughout the
else.
day,
Say anything
so.
about kids throwing the chairs and putting the chair legs through the wall?
I've heard stories before. I don't remember names and things like that, but I've heard stories, and
Yeah.
more power to them. I don't think I could do elementary. I don't have the patience at times.
If you
but
could do
it's-
middle
it
school,
takes-
you could do elementary.
And she says the opposite. She always says I couldn't do middle school, because
I had a teacher one time in college. She said, middle school, you just send them to an island for 2 years. Whoever is alive at the end, you bring them back.
Yeah,
And then give them the education.
sure.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
So, what at your school, like Bill was saying, there's a little bit of competition now out there with people homeschooling, private schools, and all that. What can you beat your chest about Blanchester?
Well, I just think it's a great family environment. We got some really, really good families in Blanchester. And in other places I've been too, that's been the case, but I feel like Blanchester is really good at that. We had a family engagement night the other night. I guess that was 2 weeks ago now, but it's where they could come and play games together. We had different rooms set up.
Yeah.
They could play all kinds of games. They did it was with glue. I'm trying to remember what that was now. But it was some things that they could do some hands-on stuff with.
They're making slime.
Well, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like slime that they were able to make, and the families really enjoyed that. We had a lot of them come out too, and I think that showed something about our community and the families that we have there, and very supportive. You know, I always say too that when the families work with the school, that only helps the kid. When they see that we're split, that doesn't help. Yeah. You know, so we got.
It's nice to have a good family relationship.
Absolutely. It takes a community to raise them. You know, that's for sure. So.
Those family fun nights are always great.
Oh yes, yeah, for sure. But that's the biggest thing to me, Charlie, is just the support of the families that we have there. Teamwork. You know, I've been a coach, and that's never left me. Is find a way to have great teamwork, and the staff I get to work with every day is phenomenal with that.
How many you have underneath your tutelage?
So if we're counting everybody in the building, probably about 40 teachers. We've got about 30.
And you're attached to the high school, right?
No, but it's right next door. The high school's right next door, and then Putnam Elementary's up the street.
I thought you were attached.
No.
They're not.
No.
Okay. Rick, they're saying the show is frozen. Have you seen those?
We don't control Facebook.
Yeah, it's locked up a couple times on me.
Facebook for YouTube.
Yeah, it's nothing on our end.
The
Usually,
thing I always thought was
just got to restart your phone or restart the
was
show.
those family fun nights. It gave parents a chance to see that they actually did care about their kids in school.
Yes, you got it. The other side of things.
And they cared about the parents.
Yeah. And then I'll tell you kind of the other side of things for the teachers is they get to relax a little bit. You know, it's they can have some fun too. It's not we're going to talk about little Johnny's grades aren't good or he's misbehaving in class.
Right.
They can just have a good time, you know.
So your superintendent's Randy Dunlop, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, who's the high school principal?
Eric Lawson is his name.
Okay.
You probably don't know him. He's not from around here, but he does a good job. And Jerry Early is our elementary principal. You know Dwayne Early?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his wife.
Oh, really?
Jerry and I have been together quite a few years. She was at Fayetteville with me, and she was the elementary principal there, and she did the middle school AD job for 1 year. And they gave that back to me in the high school AD job. And then she and I came to Blanchester together, so I think the world of her. Pandy McCarty was there a few years ago. Remember Pandy?
Yeah.
I thought the world of Pandy. She and I worked together a few years there at Blanchester. So she's at Greenview now. So
Gavin Martin, the nuts are great. I'm just being picky and choosy there.
Yeah, he's picking.
I'm picking the sweet ones. We're pretty good. Pretty good. We can suck on them a little while, you know. All right, listen. We'll be back now.
Oh, brace yourself.
Uh-oh.
It's game time.
Game time, all right.
So we're going to see how well that master's degree.
What was it the judge asked?
Where did you get your
The games suck.
where did you get your master's degree?
Master's was Capella. I got that online. That's the only way I could do it, coaching 3 sports at the time. So.
Jerry, you can beat him today.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just kidding. All right. Now, we play a couple games. They're just fun. And even the Judge Carey didn't like him because he sucked at him. That's all right. And I'll say that out loud. He struggled. He struggled. He was kind of dead weight. Were you his partner?
Huh?
Who was his partner?
Yes. I was.
Jerry's back and never been so sore. We'll be back in just a minute.
He's the Howard Sprague of his community, a leader of several groups, living with his parents and dating one of the most eligible professional women in town.
But he's in no hurry to settle down and put that ring on her finger. The wait is maddening.
If they both weren't so darn adorable. Could it be nerves?
Or just enjoying the bachelor life a wee bit too much.
America's Couple sits down for an in-depth interview to share how they keep their relationship so fresh while keeping such a safe distance from one another. On the Murphy Report.
I know I can't wait.
But evidently they both can. The Murphy Report with veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
With a new report posted on our Murphy Theater website and YouTube channel every Monday morning.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
It's hard enough when you're young.
I know.
Jeez.
We're back. Kevin Martin, I can't pick out the cashews. Learmon's so damn cheap. They don't have any cashews in them. You see what he did, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Reduced.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, reduced.
It's
I'm
the
just-
thought that counts, right?
I'm just trying to eat them and not get sick. You know?
Well, he knew you'd appreciate that. How many times have you told everybody you're tight?
Oh, yeah. No, I do appreciate that.
I'm right there with you, Charlie.
All right. So let me first of all tell you about some local birthdays. All right. Here we go. Saturday we had Deanne and Leanne Larrick, the Larrick twins.
Great people.
Woo-hoo. Pretty ladies too. It's hard to believe they're 54. You said you're how old?
46.
46. Yeah. So they were just a little bit ahead of you.
Yeah.
Steve Reilly, his birthday. Well, I mentioned Steve because he's been on the show. Realtor here. Paul Sparling. There's somebody you ought to have at your
Our show?
yeah, you know who Paul is?
I don't think so.
Bengals trainer for 100 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that name rings a bell.
Wilmington-
Probably David knows him then.
Wilmington College alumni
Okay.
as well.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, Paul Sparling. Sunday, Diane Patterson and Todd Reynolds. You remember Todd Reynolds?
Yep. Remember Todd? He was a year older than me.
Today we have Cynthia Kay. She turned 60. Caroline Smoke, the beautiful Caroline Smoke. I had her as a softball player.
Okay.
Great kid. Alan Wilkinson's birthday today.
Alan.
Well,
I just talked to him on the phone the other day. He'll be at our shows.
68. Will needs to get in here. I keep trying to get him in here.
He'd be a good one to have.
He won't come in.
He played for my dad years ago, Clint Massey.
Give him a hard time next time.
I
So
will.
you need to
I
go
will.
in there.
Yeah.
Carol Leach, her birthday is today. Jeremy Richardson's 51. Rhonda Slade Burlisle, it's her birthday. Now we have some celebrity birthdays, and here's the first.
Okay.
This is the warm-up game to get you into the serious game. All right. So I'm gonna give you a celebrity, and you guys we guess high low until we figure out how old they are.
Okay.
Here we go. Chuck Norris.
Oh, wow. 85.
Dang, ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
right
nice.
off the bat.
There you go.
Nice. Okay. Need to get a lottery ticket, huh?
You should.
Yeah.
Terry Underwood.
Ooh. 30.
What do you think?
Carrie Underwood?
Yeah, higher than 30.
About 38.
Higher than 38.
Oh, really?
Lower than 52.
41.
Higher, just a little bit higher.
42.
42. There you go.
Okay.
42. John Hamm. He is an actor on Mad Men and Landman. Plus, you see him on a lot of commercials too. He's pretty popular. You've heard of John Hamm,
I
haven't
have
you?
not.
Oh my
I
God.
have not.
He's a pretty good actor. He's a very stern, muscular looking guy. Straightforward.
What movie?
56.
56. You know what? That's a high, just a little high, but not just a little.
49.
40. It is bracketed between 49 and 56.
Tell Jake, we're just ignoring him. It's not that his comments aren't going through.
Jake, we see your comments, buddy, but we got a guest on today. Sorry,
It's not about Jake.
I know we're just revolving around you, but not at the moment.
51, Charlie.
Oh, Kevin Martin says 54. Kevin Martin is right.
Oh,
ding, ding, ding,
nice.
ding, 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 ding. All right. Emily, oh, wait a minute. No. Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone. Remember that great scene? Yeah. What was that movie?
Sit there
Basic
and
Instinct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon Stone.
Say 65?
Just a little higher. Well, a little higher.
71.
Bracketed between 65 and
68.
71. 68 is just a little high.
Just a little high.
Yeah.
Then I can't say 69.
No.
67?
67.
67. There you go. 67. All right, Emily Osment. She was in Young Sheldon. She's been in a lot of stuff. That's also Haley Joel Osment's sister. I know, but I'm just letting you know. Younger.
45.
45, 35, under 35.
31.
Bracketed between 31 and 35.
33.
Yep, 33.
There we go.
Robin Thicke.
No idea who that is.
One of the judges on
Comedian.
What? No, he's no Robin Thicke.
54.
He's a judge on The Masked Singer.
Yeah, 54.
54.
Oh, even worse.
That's high.
I figured he was that.
You're in the ballpark, but you're high.
49.
That's just a little bit high.
50's a little high.
49 is just a little bit high. Just a little bit high.
48.
48. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he was older.
Kevin Martin says 33.
All right, that was
He
for
was in a- when he had
that
a-
was for Emily Osmond.
When he
was
in a
right
boy
for
band,
Emily Osmond.
what was he?
Who, Robin Thicke?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was in a boy band or not, but he is a singer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he was in a boy band.
He wasn't? Okay.
All right. This guy's gonna make you disappear, Jake, if you keep it up. Lance Burton, famous magician. What you guys got?
60.
Higher than 60.
Wow.
70.
Bracketed.
Oh.
65.
65. There you go. Barbara Corcoran. She's one of the sharks on the Shark Show.
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Blonde, short blonde hair. A lot of money.
Old lady.
75.
That's just a little low.
76.
76. There you go.
I didn't
Very
think she'd be
good.
that old.
I don't think so either.
What's that?
I didn't think she was that old.
Yeah, she is. She'll look it.
Yeah.
That's your territory.
That's right. Yeah.
Boy.
That's my wheelhouse. You got that.
All right, we're going to play a little game. Now, since it's just you two today, you're going to go mono y mono.
Okay.
Here we go.
But
You're probably going to win.
No.
but you can have help. Sometimes the audience will give you help.
Nice.
And also over there, Rick, in this game is known as the Evil Emperor.
Oh.
So if you need help, you can't think of anything, you can go, "Oh, Evil Emperor, please give me some help."
Yeah, this won't do anything for your reputation.
It won't. Darn.
But he can give help. But if you don't ask him the right way, he'll just,
And a lot of times he'll chime in anyway. It don't make
yeah,
I give you wrong answers sometimes.
yeah, because he's not sure either. But so you have your choice. You can either go first or pick your column, A or B. But you can go first and let him pick the column. It's up to you.
I'll pick my column.
Okay, what column you want?
I don't know.
A or B?
A or B, that's it? Okay, that's the only choices.
That's it. There's
How
only two
about
columns.
B?
B, good. Good
Okay.
pick.
Bad choice, darn.
So, Jerry.
You
goes
never know.
first.
It could. And then,
Column B is always the worst column.
All right, here we go. Jerry, your first word is Walmart, which is actually two words. Walmart P. So you just got to find a word that goes along with Walmart.
Okay.
Walmart P.
Very obvious.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm missing it.
Does it have anything to do with pricing?
No.
Walmart P.
Walmart P.
Very obvious, Jerry.
And a lot of times,
Very obvious.
a lot of times they will
It's very obvious.
stall
Yeah,
like
how
you're
about-
doing now
Yeah.
to see if anybody
very
else
See
will
if
answer.
anybody says it. Okay.
Very, very obvious.
That's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
The
Walmart
stall
P.
technique.
Charlie keeps trying to convince us this is a decent game.
Walmart.
Very obvious.
Most
He
people
never
love
did
it.
convince
It's
Chad.
very obvious.
Most people love it. You ever see the game on TV?
Oh,
Jake?
Evil Emperor. What you got back there?
Walmart P.
Yeah.
No clue.
Kevin
Even though
Martin
it's
said
very
Walmart
obvious.
Pharmacy.
What do you got?
Pharmacy.
Kevin Martin to the rescue.
Yeah.
Walmart Pharmacy. That's right.
Kevin, I expect you to help me now, too.
Pharmacy P.
Pharmacy P.
But this is for him.
Pills.
For him still.
He keeps
Pills.
going.
Pills. All right, Ryan, your first one.
Huh? Okay.
Chick-fil-A S. Again,
Sauce.
again, obvious one.
yes.
Now you can go with that, or you can go on something your own.
Because I got another one I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I was going to say Chick-fil-A shakes.
Is that what you're going with?
Good.
Yes, we'll go shakes.
Good answer, but all right. All right. Jerry, Pharmacy, PR.
Racing. Stupid answer.
It's your answer.
CPR. Well, that blew the hell out of prescription.
Vicky says sauce too. Chick-fil-A sucks. Kevin Martin says Chick-fil-A sucks.
That is not it.
I was going to say, my kids wouldn't agree with that.
No.
They like Chick-fil-A.
Good.
Yeah.
PR.
Pharmacy, PR.
You left me with a sucky column. You know that.
It's a tough one.
This is pharmacy, PR.
I don't know.
Price?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be quiet.
Here's Chick-fil-A SA.
Sauce.
I guess the SAS. Chick-fil-A sauce. Let's go with sauce. Oh.
Okay. Jerry. Jerry.
What?
Pharmacy, PRE.
Prescription.
There you go. Prescription.
Yeah. I said that a while ago, and I thought.
No, you said pills.
I thought it was RX.
No, I said that blows heck out of the prescription, and I went on to something else.
Right. Prescription D.
Drugs.
Drug. There you go. See, yours is easy.
I don't think so.
Drug M.
Drug money. No.
Drug money? Is that your answer?
Yes.
All right. You're finally going to get to move on here.
Okay. That's what I want.
Chick-fil-A SAN.
Okay. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Chick-fil-A
There we go. Thank you, Kevin
I'm
Martin.
going to say thanks, Kevin.
Sandwich M.
Sandwich M?
M, like mother. Sandwich M. I tell you, your kids would love to watch this. They're like, look at Mr. Briggs, he's struggling.
Yeah, I'm not the best. And we just had Chick-fil-A the other day.
Sandwich M.
And what do I need to say? The evil emperor? Is that what
Evil Emperor. Oh, Evil
Can I
Emperor, yeah.
Get some help.
Yeah.
What's Kevin Martin saying drug mart for? So this is Sandwich M.
Sandwich M.
Sandwich maker. I have no idea.
That's what I'll go with. Yes.
That's a sucky column.
Sandwich.
All right, well, all right, he picked the column.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my fault.
Michelle says meat.
Drug
Meat.
M U.
MU.
Mucus.
It is not mucus, no.
What's Kevin saying? Oh, think nothing.
Drug MU.
That's a tough one.
Drug MU. I'll give you a hint, but you're already.
Did you get this the same place as you got the one we had Friday?
No, this is from the normal one.
He pulled it out of his.
And the person that on the game when I watched it, it took them 2 turns, ran right through your column.
Really?
Yep.
Drug mule.
Is that what you want?
Well, it's better than what I got.
Drug mule is right.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some sick people in this.
It's called Charlie Hargrave's show.
Mule K.
Mule K.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Kick. Kick in the head.
Mule. Yeah, mule kick. Yeah.
That's it. And this is for the win, Mr. Briggs.
Oh,
Sorry
here we
about
go.
that. Kick R. He may not get it though.
Wow. That's a
Kick
tough
R.
Kick R.
Kick rear, Jerry.
Yeah. That's what this column's done to me today.
I know.
You're winning. You get this, you win.
Now, do I get to steal if he doesn't get it?
No, but you can
Because
get
I
back
think I
to your
might know
account.
this one.
Yeah, but don't say it.
I don't know.
Don't know?
No.
All right.
Kick return.
Going back to, that's a good guess, but that's not
That's a
it.
good guess.
Okay,
Kick rocks.
Yeah.
so we're yours, sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I gave you M, right?
Yes.
Sandwich, M-E.
Okay. Sandwich meat.
Sandwich
There
meat.
you go.
There you go. All right. Now this one to me is a little weird, but
Oh,
maybe
here
you
we
guys.
go.
They're all weird, Charlie.
Meat S.
Yes. Evil Emperor, can you help us? How many times am I allowed to go?
Oh, anytime, every time.
Times as you want.
Yeah.
I'll give you the same bad answers each time.
Like I said, this one is a little weird to me, but maybe you guys can. S.
Huh, I have no idea. Oh. I'm gonna take a wild guess now, Charlie. Meat sweats. How
Meat
about
sweat.
meat
Yeah,
sweats?
what is that? Is that something?
Well, no, that's like runner high, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like Hunter. One day, the evil emperor's even giving him the answer, and he still didn't get it.
I'm like, what the hell?
Meat sweat. Is that something?
I think when you eat too much meat at one
Meat
time,
sweets.
that's there you go.
No, it's meat sweat.
Michelle says meat sweets.
That's sweats. That's sweats. All right. All right. This one's pretty easy. Sweat bee.
Sweat bee.
Yes. Sir.
You mean like in sweat B-E-E?
No, just sweat the letter B.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm not going to give you the whole word.
Yeah.
Sweat bee.
That is a good answer, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweat bee is not it. Sweat bee.
Is anybody able to help us on this one?
You can ask
Sweat
evil
bee.
man.
Evil Emperor.
Some people who eat too much meat get sweats
Yes.
afterwards.
Okay, meat sweats. I guess I never eat too much meat.
No, I've never ate that much meat out of it.
You never heard of it?
Meat sweats is a colloquial term that describes a physiological response to consuming a large quantity of meat. Meat sweats. Where the hell
We got
did they
smart
come up
people
with it?
watching
Yes,
this.
we do. We certainly do.
What's the word?
Sweat bee. Can you help me on that one?
Band.
Evil. Sweat band. Okay. How about sweat band?
That is right.
All right.
He's making a comeback.
There we go.
Band I.
And I?
Yep.
Like I.
The letter I.
Yeah.
Band I.
I was thinking of band aid, but not,
No,
doesn't
I.
start with an I. Band
I.
I.
You have a lot of them in your school.
What a hint.
That was a great hint, wasn't it? Now it's even worse when you don't get it after that.
It is for sure. Now I'm really trying to think. Band I.
Your mom.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Band instrument.
Band instruments. There you
okay.
go. For the win. For the comeback. Instrument S.
I'm thinking it's a specific kind of instrument then.
Can you give me a hint? This is for the win.
Instrument saxophone.
Jerry.
That leaves out instrument sex.
Yeah. Kick.
We're about to go down a rabbit hole.
Kick R-O. For the win.
Kick row.
Kick R-O.
Kick R-O.
I believe it might have been said earlier, but it was after you'd already guessed.
Kick rocks.
I saw that. Somebody put that on there. Kick rocks.
Is that what you want to go
I have
with?
no clue what the hell that
Might as well.
The winner, Jerry. Kick rocks.
Good
There
job,
you
Jerry. Congratulations. Good game, Jerry.
Kick rocks. Is
All right. So your
that
last
like pound sand?
one. Huh?
that
Like,
like
yeah, it's
pound
like pound sand.
Okay.
Instrument S-O.
I'm gonna say instrument Song. I can't think of anything with S.
What do instruments make?
Sound.
Sound.
Oh, there we go.
Instrument
Okay,
sound.
there we go.
We'll take a break. We'll be back here in just a minute. See, you have fun with that.
City officials forcing a local beloved mascot to step down.
Why poor timing and inappropriate behavior doomed a pantless Wilson the Weasel following his drunken performance at the late Judge Garrett's funeral.
There was nothing routine about this routine.
A story we are dedicated to getting to the bottom of.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. These made-up stories and the latest real news from the Murphy Theater are what you've come to expect from us.
On the Murphy Report, with a new report posted every Monday morning on our Murphy Theater website and our Murphy Theater YouTube channel.
Full minute-to-minute coverage all 21 hours a day.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Amanda, I have to say Vanessa and Breck are just about the two finest anchors in the business.
For once, you're absolutely right, Steve.
I think the Titanic could have learned a thing or two from these two giants in their field.
What am I missing here?
Anchors.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Yeah, it's on Wednesdays at 8, I think. No, 9.
What's it on?
Fox.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 o'clock, they have The Masked Singer. Then at 9 o'clock is The Floor we're talking about. Never watched The Floor. It is interesting. Sean Paul, when we going to get your raggedy butt back on here? Huh? We're ready for you. Sean's a
Probably
great
keeping him
singer.
busy.
Oh, okay.
He actually has a single that's getting ready to come out on the country charts. Yeah,
Oh, like
from
country.
Greenfield.
Okay.
From Greenfield. All right, so let's review here.
Kick rocks.
Yeah, Kick Rocks. Now, Saturday,
Instrument sound.
Saturday 10 to 3. Saturday 10 to 3.
Yep.
David Fulcher. I might even be there.
Yep.
So if you want to come out and give my autograph,
Yeah, there you
or
go,
Jerry's,
Charlie. That'll
you
bring
want to come
him
out Saturday?
I probably won't be there.
They'll bring 'em out.
I about got a full schedule Saturday.
Do you?
Yeah. Now this is free, right?
Free
Free.
charge. Free of charge.
Free.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Free to get in, go shopping. And that's one thing that's interesting. I went to the boat show this weekend out at Roberts Center.
Did you buy a boat?
No. Chris Newport got me in, so I got to hang out with him and his daughter Tay for a while. We had a good time. But it's amazing to me, people pay $15 to go to these shows just to be harassed. Hey, why don't you sign up for this? Hey, why don't you sign up for this? Hey. And some of the payments really weren't too bad on some of these boats and campers and stuff. You know, like $1,000 a month or $750 a month for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Honestly, for 20 years.
And it's the months you're not using them you have to pay for that's frustrating. You know? That's a bad thing. And they get winterized and all that.
And if you got to have anything done to them, I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
for
automatically boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did have some nice boats. I think Tay was interested in more than anything. There's a Lake Erie charter boat down there. You ever do that? You ever go fishing up on Lake Erie?
Been to Canada many years fishing, but never Lake Erie. So.
You like doing that?
Oh yeah, matter of fact, Terry Fouch and his son, and Bob Morgan, his son. You know, Dean Snow, my uncle, and my dad and I. We went for many years. You know, 4 dads, 4 sons. How we started out, so it was a good time.
That's neat.
Get out in the middle of nowhere, no cell phones, none of that stuff. Just fishing and out there in the wildlife. So good times.
That's what you're telling you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to know more about the guest show Saturday. No wonder I had no friends in school. I'm a freak. You're not a freak, Jake. But this is a card show. This is going to be more for older people. So, you know, your stuff, really, you need to streamline that toward younger kids. But I tell you what, if Mr. Briggs ever needs a magic show for something, he can get in touch with me and we can get you hooked up because he does. I equate him to Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny for little kids. When they watch his show, they love it. Yeah,
Sure.
So
That's
if you ever need an elementary show, or if you have like
Okay.
a field day or something at the end of the school year, plus Jake's rather reasonable.
Okay.
He doesn't charge much, so. But that would be the place where you would need to get involved with Mr. Briggs, would be as a, maybe going into the school, but more the elementary school. I think middle school kids. I mean,
Yeah.
they make fun of everything. Yeah, I'm gonna give you $1 million. Yeah, but you still look ugly.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No. It's a little different. But that would be a good incentive at the end of the year for us, maybe.
Well,
like you said,
for little
especially for
kids,
elementary,
especially.
yeah.
Like, well, you guys always in the school year, you're always trying to fill time, and
Sure.
yeah, he could even, you could set him up in the gym like in the elementary and send a class down to him every 20, because that shows usually around 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Okay.
But he can go longer, and he does a fun job, nice job for 20 minutes, especially, like I said, you get the first, second, third graders, they would just,
Oh, yeah.
they'd eat it up.
Sure.
They would eat it up. Yes, RVs do become a second mortgage. You're
Even
right.
if they're already paid for.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
the upkeep.
Yeah. Well, I got one. I bought one, but I bought a used one. I got a 2006 or 7 Class A, one of them big things.
Nice.
$4,000.
Riding in style, aren't you?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. I asked a couple people out there if they wanted to be interested in buying it. Dwayne Richard, ask Ryan about the 1987 Bo Jackson card. Is that the one where he's like on the front of the Beckett holding the bat?
He's got the bat behind him. So, yeah, Dwayne, I traded Dwayne that card years ago because he's a big Bo Jackson fan.
Right.
So, but and he's coming back, too. A lot of people like Bo Jackson cards. The graded cards, that's the big thing now. But yeah, a lot of people like Bo Jackson. But
You
good
see
memory there,
this
Dwayne.
thing on your phone where you can just put a
Yeah.
card up to it?
That's what I do. Yep, PSA and
What's
and
that
eBay.
cost you?
Well, eBay's free. And what you do is you take a picture of it and it pops up, and what you want to look at is what it's sold for, to give you an idea what the card's worth. But yeah,
So how do you do that? You go to eBay and do it?
you
or
just
what?
put the app on your phone, eBay app.
I've got the
and,
eBay app
yeah.
on my phone.
And then there's and I'll show you, but you just put a camera that's on the eBay app, take a picture, and it doesn't have to be cards. It could be something else, and it'll then immediately pull up what they're selling for. Again, you want
Right.
to make sure you look at the sold, because some people may say it's $500 and it's
Well,
worth $5.
you can ask anything, yeah.
Yeah, sure. But that's the way I look up cards to get an idea on value.
And it's free on eBay,
Yeah.
doing it that way.
Yep.
Okay. Well, if I come and set up, you're not going to be impressed because I'm just trying to get rid of junk.
Oh no, I don't blame you. We may be interested in some of that stuff
You
too,
won't
Charlie.
be
so.
interested. Well, it'll be cheap. I mean, if you
Okay.
want some,
Yeah.
it'll be. I mean, a lot of stuff. Like I got glasses, mugs, all sports related. I got a lot of these
Excuse me.
action figures that
Mm-hmm.
still left, but a lot of them aren't real well known. But yeah, I don't want much for them.
Yeah.
I found that big bag of Michael Jordan Pogs that I was
Really?
telling you about.
Yeah.
Anything Michael Jordan will sell.
Really?
For anything Michael Jordan.
I've got
Yeah.
this bag that's like that or like that. And it's all these Michael Jordan Pogs from way back when.
They all the same thing, same one.
No, they're different. No, some of they got a lot of the metal slammers in there and stuff. I don't know what's in that thing.
Yeah, you put anything Michael
Bring
Jordan.
me a
on
few
eBay,
of them.
it'll
I'll see
sell for
if I
sure.
do set up. If I sell them, I'll give you the money for them. Of course, I have no idea what to ask, but maybe this app.
Oh yeah, it'll help you for sure. It'll show you what it's going for.
I could do a couple lives. That could help pay for my booth rental.
There you go.
Going live from the card show. Hey, well, that wouldn't
Do
hurt.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
That
that'd
wouldn't
be
hurt.
That'd be wonderful.
That wouldn't
You
hurt.
could have David come on. He wouldn't mind.
Russ Grimes, how you doing? That's David's the guy from Xenia.
The guy from Xenia is Ken Luddington.
Now, which one's David? Help me. Oh, David Fulcher. duh.
Yeah,
I
David.
was
Yes.
gonna say, I knew who he was talking about.
Yeah.
I met so many people out there that
And
day.
I struggled with column B today, and I even knew who he was talking about.
I was just thinking all the people I met out there the first day I went out there.
Yeah.
And I bought a couple things.
Yeah.
I just bought one thing, but it was nice that the guy that made the boxes.
Yes, I bought one off of him too. Those were really nice.
I got
yeah.
a Batman one.
Yeah, I got a Reds one.
And inside it had like the cigar brand was even bats.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
all right, well, is it time for break again? It is. So we're going to take another break. We'll come back, and then you're going to lead the discussion. If you want to talk about Bland, we can talk about Bland. If you want to talk about cards, we can talk about cards.
Sure.
So you figure out where we're going to go.
Okay.
All right, we'll be
A
back.
young couple, creatively challenged, turned away from a popular rock band's long-awaited concert.
And all because they couldn't imagine dragons.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Heart-wrenching stories just like these
As well as others, like my bunny being stuck in a tree.
are just a sample of the made-up news you can count on from us on The Murphy Report. Every Monday morning on our Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Amanda, did I ever tell you I was in a band?
Oh, no. Steve, what was the name of the band?
Well, it was actually a tribute band, and we were a tribute band to a tribute band, which happened to be a tribute band to a band named Tribute.
Well, that sounds like it's ripe for confusion.
Oh, after 7 months on the road and no showers, we were ripe, all right. Almost as ripe as your feet.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
All right, we're back with Ryan Briggs, principal at Blanchester Middle School. He bleeds blue.
You got it.
Is that right?
Yep. Wildcat.
How many years you been there at Blanch?
This is my 5th year.
Wow, that's good. You're going to end there probably.
I hope so. I certainly hope so, for sure. I've enjoyed my time there. A lot of great people.
Yep. I liked it when I student taught down there, but that was years ago. So, where do we want to go? You want to talk a little more about Bland? Anything exciting going on in your school that's coming up?
You know, unfortunately, right now it's getting ready for state testing too. So there's a lot that goes into that. You know, what we do in the classrooms, and then we have practice tests that we take. They're called MAP tests and readiness assessment tests. And it kind of tells you where the kids are at, how much growth have they made throughout the year, and what's the projections on how they'll do on the state test. You know, so that's.
Do you think the state
kinda what
tests
we're doing
are set up to fail?
Oh boy, I tell you, I have mixed feelings on the state test, and those actually started my freshman year in high school, so 1992. So they've been around a long time now, and I got mixed feelings on those for sure. I feel like that at times we probably teach too much to the test, you know, and get away from those life skills we talked about, you know, too much. But those are the mandates the state puts on us, and we got to keep up with them.
Now, Trump doing away with the Department of Education, that really doesn't affect you, does it?
You know, I don't know.
Maybe some funding?
Yeah, I would say maybe the funding. I'll be honest with you, I wish they would put it more on us schools to allow us to kind of come up with our own plan and own way that we want to run our own school, but I don't think we'll ever get to that. Yeah, I couldn't really speak to that, Charlie. I don't know how.
Well,
that'll affect
I don't
us.
either. It's like, kids in Idaho don't necessarily need to know the same things that kids in Ohio or California
True.
or Texas need to know. Obviously, you have your own state histories you need to do, but, you need to kind of contour education to your surrounding areas. What is important in this area? Yeah, like around here,
Agriculture, right?
Agriculture, you can think of Amazon, you can, there's things that, just like I said, need to be dovetailed to the area, no matter what area you're in. And more needs to be done, I think, with vocational schools. You a proponent of vocational schools?
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping my son gets to go there. He's into art and theater and things like that, but especially with art, digital art and things like that you can do nowadays. Dwayne Richard was on here. He's
Dwayne's
the most
great.
Amazing artist going for sure. So.
Yeah, Dwayne's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
And he's one of these people who does a lot of murals. And so if you see Dwayne, or if you need some artwork done.
Yes.
I just went down to Nashville last week to see a friend of mine that's an artist, a guy named Billy Martinez, and he was one of the guest artists at this Comic-Con we went to. So really, really, really neat stuff.
When did you say you graduated?
96.
Oh.
Yeah.
96.
You and Sarah were in school.
Yeah.
Clinton at the same time.
Yep.
Sarah.
Fife.
Yep.
Remember Sarah Fife?
Yep.
Edwards.
Absolutely. Yep.
Was it
That's
Edwards?
Thing, maiden name. This one.
Yeah. Edwards in school.
Edwards. Yep.
Edwards is a maiden name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know her?
Yep.
Did she ever beat you up or mouth you?
No, not at all. No, got along great. So.
She was a pretty quiet kid.
Yep.
She was. Seriously, she was.
Rick's laughing too. Rick's like, ding, 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 ding. You know what that is? That's a BS meter going off
Hey,
there.
she was very quiet when she was in school.
And then she came out of her shell.
Evidently.
That's how some people are.
The
I was
next
probably
one,
one of them.
the next one in line was the one that was not quiet at East Clinton.
It's
Which one was that?
That's Jerica.
Oh, I love Jerica. Yeah, Rick's got a new show getting ready to start for single people.
okay.
It's called Let's Get Personal. Let's get personal.
Nice.
And
Sarah's
Sarah's going to be one of the hosts, and maybe Dr. Shoesler. Do you know Dr. Shoesler?
Dr. Schuessler.
His girlfriend's Kim Law, if you knew Kim Law. But anyhow, he's a great guy. If you ever need footwork done, give me a call. I'll recommend him to you.
Okay.
Guy's great. Alan Wilkinson, have
There's
Ryan
old
tell
Alan.
the story of the freshman basketball game against Greenfield
That's a good one.
McLean when they held the ball.
Yep, that's a good one.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so I was playing for Dusty Miller at the time. You know Dusty.
And he's a Greenfield guy.
I'd still run through a brick wall for him. But he was a coach, and we were playing Greenfield. We had only won 3 or 4 games all year, and they were, I think, 12-1 or something at the time. So they were playing zone, and Coach Miller told me to bring the ball out, and I stood out there for at least 5-6 minutes. It was like the whole quarter dribbling the basketball, you know. And finally, they came out and played us and guarded us, and I passed it to Sean Serber. I don't know if you remember John, you know, his dad, and he banks in a 3. It was 5-2 at halftime, you know, because they came out. They just let us stand out there and dribble. But what was funny is going back, that was the days of the VHS, going back and watching me out there the whole time. Nathaniel Newman, one of my best friends, he was over on the side tying his shoes, getting down. And they literally let me do that for 5 or 6 minutes.
Wow.
And we ended up winning. It was a low-scoring game, like 15-14 or something, I don't know. But we ended up winning because of it. So great call on Coach Miller's part.
Sean Server, he's a good musician, too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Didn't know that about Sean.
Yeah, he was
But yeah,
now wait a minute. Because there's Todd Server, too. Is Todd the younger
Todd,
one?
yes. Todd's younger.
I think it was Sean that was a good musician. I think. That's been too long ago. I remember those guys.
Yeah. It's a good memory, Alan.
So Blanchester, middle school, you just had basketball season. Of course, you get to go to all those games if you want. But do you have a junior high AD?
No, we have a district AD, Brad Ballinger. He's Blanchester through and through. He went to school there, and if you know anything about Blanchester, Ballinger name, there's Ballingers everywhere. You know, one of our teachers is Kurt Ballinger. Our nurse is Jenny Ballinger, and it's a great family. But yeah, Brad does a great job for us.
So, spring sports, just track.
Yes, for middle school, just track. Yep.
Of course, there's probably baseball and all
Baseball
that stuff.
and softball, for the high school.
Well, and even outside of school, you know,
yes,
school doesn't have
all
to
the
worry
travel
about it.
stuff and everything now.
Plus, now, did you guys have any problem at high school or junior high fielding teams this year? Because, you know, East Clinton didn't have varsity girls basketball.
I felt bad for Billy Bean at East Clinton there. But no, we didn't have any trouble with fielding teams. Now, I take that back. Actually, our 8th grade girls, we had our 7th grade girls they had to play up. So they played 7th grade game, then they played 2 quarters of 8th grade just to allow, because we had 3 or 4 girls that played just to give them a chance to play. And our 7th grade, I want to shout out to them. They went in undefeated on top of that, and won our league tournament and everything. So they had a really good year.
Now, is the volleyball stealing? What do they call that volleyball? Is there a certain name for that?
Yes, and I think that's what happened at East Clinton. A lot of the girls played the travel ball, from what I heard, for volleyball.
What's the name of that called?
I don't know the exact name.
Well, what is it when they do basketball? Isn't it the same name?
Travel basketball.
There's another name for it.
AAU, is that what you're talking about?
Is it AAU volleyball too?
It must be, yeah.
I think so.
There is AAU volleyball.
I can't get over AAU. We do a lot. Rick does Campus Nation, which does a lot of basketball games, and we call a few of them. And it's amazing the kids that will get called. You know, the coach will put them into the game, and they won't go into the scorers table to check in because I guess in AAU you don't have to.
Just go straight in, right?
Just go right onto the court. And I couldn't get over how many times this year we saw that where kids wouldn't check in. They just run. They'd have to call them back. Let's do it right. Crazy stuff.
I have mixed feelings on all that. Charlie being a former coach, former player, I feel like sometimes that takes the fun out of it for the kids. I think it wears down their bodies, you know, that they play year round. And it takes away, like East Clinton just dealt with, you're not having a high school team because they're more interested in doing something year round, you know. I remember the days we got to play out in the backyard. Well, you don't get to do that anymore.
Yeah,
so.
we used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
The big thing with all this AAU stuff, or like East Clinton, they don't have soccer, and that's the main reason because they don't want to spread kids too thin.
Yep.
Doing this, doing that, and all that. But they've been without soccer for a long time, and most of these schools have soccer.
Yeah.
So now Blanchester, what division are you guys?
Oh my goodness, I don't remember what it is because it fluctuates. I think it's 5, but it fluctuates on the
East Clinton's what, 6
sport
probably,
and yes, I think they are
Manchester's got to be a
6.
bigger school, I think, than East Clinton, doesn't it?
I think we're a 5 now, but I don't know.
I'd say
Because that doesn't affect middle school. It does, yeah, and gender and all that, whether it's boys or girls, and so that fluctuates.
I tell you, I hate that league you're in, going clear down to the river, New Richmond, all that. Now, do you have to make those trips with your junior high basketball team or not?
No, I usually just go to the home games, or if we're in a tournament, I'll go to our end of the year tournaments. But when I coached at East Clinton, that's when they got into that league, and I always said that was not a good call, but. It's those trips were
When I was at Greenfield and at East Clinton, I hated that league. Then Greenfield, they got in the SEOL and then FAC, which that wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
But
you remember the old KTC?
That was the best conference
That was the best
ever.
league going.
I
for
say
sure.
that on here at least once a month.
Oh yes.
KTC was the best, and there's a lot of schools, a lot of good schools in there for a while.
Yeah, Cedarville and Greenview, Yellow Springs.
Yeah,
all those schools about the same size.
Before probably you were involved with it, if I'm not mistaken, I know Waynesville and I think Kings was even in there for a while. But there's also the FAVC, and maybe I'm getting that.
I think that was the FAVC.
Yeah, Springboro, Wilmington, Kings.
Yeah.
Mason.
I think Blanchester was in that for a while.
Blanchester,
I think they were in for a while.
Yeah, I mean, but that was even a better league than this Southern Buckeye crap.
You don't have those rivalries, and they're not the same size schools too. That makes it tough for a small school like East Clinton.
Well, that's what was nice about the SCOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have Wilmington, Trace, Courthouse, Circleville, Greenfield, Hillsborough.
Sure.
Yep. Alan Wilkinson, you gonna be out at the card show on Saturday?
He told me he'll be there.
Is he gonna be selling or buying?
No, he said he doesn't sell. He just buys. So he's got a lot of sports
I
memorabilia
sold him
stuff.
some of my stuff from that
Did you?
yard sale.
Okay. Yep. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Kevin wants to know what's for lunch.
What's for lunch? Looks like Doritos right now, brother. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for lunch today. Probably bologna sandwich. Probably, boy, but you get to go. You got some nice restaurants right across from you down there. You get you some Skyline chili every day.
I always say if you come out of the school, you can go left and get Skyline, or go right and get Gold Star.
Yeah.
So,
right there. McDonald's right down
we got
the
it all.
street.
We got Taco Bell, Subway. We got it all there.
Chubby's.
Chubby's. You can't beat Chubby's.
Chubby's Pizza. See, I'm down there in the spring every Tuesday night for their car show.
For the car show.
5 to 8.
Yeah, they got great food.
My favorite place to eat in Blanchester, though, is the little Chinese food place.
Yeah.
Down there by the movie theater.
So I know the family that owns that, but they had closed it there for a while. Is it back open?
It burnt down or something. They had a fire or something. Yeah, it's open. We just ate there a couple weeks ago. I tell you what, folks, the only bad thing about it's kind of cold in there. They don't have the heat turned way up.
Yeah, but the good thing is there's no cats or dogs around there.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All that's good food.
Shout out to the Red Zone Grill, too. You ever get a chance to eat there? We ate our staff breakfast there on Christmas. Our last day before Christmas break.
Yeah.
Our board pays for that. And yes, it's excellent. Excellent food. So.
Yeah, my place to go there, those Chinese.
Okay.
But you also have Domino's, too, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, got Domino's, too. Yeah.
So you go... And you probably bring your lunch every day.
I do bring my lunch.
Bring your lunch every day. All those nice places you can go. That's the nice thing about Greenfield, because we had places we could go eat. Subway. You had, McDonald's, BK. At some time, we had Kentucky Fried Chicken. And it was weird about there was the kids were still allowed to go home for lunch.
Oh, yes.
still-
I remember people talking about
I think
that.
they still are to this day. They can still go home for lunch.
My grandpa went to Greenfield years ago. Bill Howard, you remember my grandpa, right? And I remember him talking about the pool they had.
And it's still there.
It's still there, right?
Yep.
And he had, for gym class, he said if you got out of the water and you misbehaved, they gave you a SWAT right there and swim trunks.
Oh.
But yeah, those were the
That would
the
hurt.
good old days,
Get
right?
downtown at McDonald's in Greenfield whenever they go to lunch. Here comes all the school kids, all the high school kids.
Oh, yeah, you want
I'm
to get
telling
out
you
of there.
what, there is a crowd. And yeah, I was amazed at how fast they get them in and get them out.
Well, they're used to it. They're trained. Yeah, because they only have like a half hour for lunch, and they're walking down there, which takes 5 minutes, and walking back.
That sounds like a nightmare as a principal trying to take care of things like that, keeping an eye on them and all that.
Well, I can't say it on the air, but anyhow, we're going to be back in a minute and close out the show.
Who says living with labels is a bad thing? Especially bright, easy to read labels with a large font.
When one man's drinking fountain is another man's bidet.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
All the pretend news to fill your day.
Trust your most unreliable source.
The Murphy Report. Made up stories almost like these and real stories on what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
Every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
You know, Amanda, I label just about everything in my house, even my clothes, even my shoes. One shoe I have labeled R, and the other shoe I have labeled NR.
NR?
Not right.
You're not right.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Well, Dennis saved me a dozen. When I get done here, I got to go get my taxes done when we're done. I'll be through about 11:30, quarter to 12. So, Dennis Zerfus, right down the street from where I used to live when you were growing up.
Oh, nice.
$3 a dozen. There you go.
Can't beat that.
Shoot, I might take a couple dozen.
Yeah.
My wife will be like, "What, you want me to cook?" Yes.
How's she doing today?
She's all right. She's all right. That was just... It's like a light switch sometimes, baby. On and off, if you know what I mean. You ever deal with that? Through your 4 marriages?
Yes, I may have.
And I absolutely did nothing wrong. Nothing. Just was there. That's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
Now, how many years you been married?
15.
15.
Well, actually, Charlie, that's my bad. Not 15, because it's going to be 20 this year.
I was going to say.
Can we erase that? Yeah, it's supposed to be 20 this year.
No, but I think your wife's been married longer than 15.
Yeah, yeah.
20 years.
Because I know we got to have a big deal this summer for sure for 20.
Well,
so
20,
yes,
but no, I'm gonna give you the escape here.
yeah.
20 years, but it just felt like 15.
It just that's
There
right.
you go.
That's right for sure. So yeah.
20 years. Well, congratulations.
Well, thanks.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Wow.
My wife and I has been married 23 this year.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
What was your longest, Jerry Bear?
13.
13. Rick, what was your longest?
Well, I was separated from my one wife for about 10 years. That's the longest.
That's the longest. But they were separated for 10 of these years. So there you go. I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to let you.
That's good.
What's that Elsa says? Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go.
All right. All right. So, anything more you want to tell us? How many vendors do you expect to have? How many have booked already?
Not many. That's
5 or
something
6?
we usually have like 20 tables. Myself and John Lawfer from Savannah. So that's-
John, great preacher. I wish he would have still been preaching.
Wonderful preacher, wonderful man too. He's my nephew's grandpa, so they kind of do their own thing. Austin Lawfer, and then Jason New. Do you remember Jason? Remember Glenn New?
Yeah, I know Glenn.
Yeah, that's his son. One of my
They're
best
all
friends.
one
and-
table together.
Yeah, we all kind of have our own stuff, and then Ken will be there, and another vendor from Xenia, a couple other ones.
So it
probably
sounds like you
20
just need
tables.
people to set
Yeah,
up.
yeah, for sure.
All right. And I tell you, if you can set up and you can pay it, because it's I mean, it's not cheap. The fairgrounds is not cheap to rent.
It's not.
So having David Fulcher be there, maybe I don't want to tell you what to do, but maybe you need to expand it out.
First time.
Well, no, I'm just saying maybe you need to expand it out to offer more stuff. Now, in the spring and summer when it's warm, would they let you have a little bit of the outside area to set tables
Well,
up?
actually, the building next door, we're hoping one of these days we can get big enough and have that building too. But I don't know if we'll do outside or not.
Well,
like I told you before, I love antiques too, so maybe we do a combination. Of
That's
cards and
that's
antiques
what
or
I'm thinking.
something,
Just where you can get the thing on doing something like that is it's all well and good, but you don't want to lose money.
Yeah.
You want to break even.
As long as we break even, that's all we care about.
Yeah.
Just at least do that. And we're getting there.
If you can break even. Well, and I will push it on the show this week, and
great, we appreciate
I will
that.
try to get my lazy butt together and get some stuff together. It may not be much,
I'll put you
but
down.
yeah, put me just one table.
Yeah.
Then if I need to, you can be a nice guy and say, hey,
Yes, we
you can
will.
put one
Yeah,
behind
we'll
me or
work with
something.
you for sure.
I might have some autograph stuff I could bring out
That stuff
too.
sells good too. Memorabilia.
But some of mine are not, where they're, what do they call them?
Certified.
Certified, which
Yep.
that's
COA.
okay because that just means you're going to get them cheaper.
Yeah.
You're going to get them cheaper.
And you can
at that
take them
point.
and get them certified too. So.
Yeah, I just try to get rid of. I got so much crap in my place that not only my office but at home. You're the same way.
I got a closet full.
Well, you need to set up one day.
Bill Elliott memorabilia, which is not worth anything now.
Well, you
NASCAR,
never
right?
know.
I'm not big into NASCAR, and you're right. It's not as
Now-
hot as it used to be, right?
Yeah,
it used to be everybody wanted NASCAR stuff.
Vicky's 35 years. Well, when they brought Toyota into NASCAR, it just went
Okay.
warming up to 45 degrees up there. It's 39 here right now. What was I going to ask you? Now for these cards, it's not just sports cards. You can have Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yes, Pokemon.
You can have yes, Pokemon, not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Pokemon, Magic cards. Yu-Gi-Oh is a Pokemon, I think, right?
I don't know that. I don't know for
I
sure.
think Yu-Gi-Oh is a Pokemon.
I have no idea.
Now they can have Pokemon, Magic cards.
A school in Chillicothe, in the Chillicothe area.
What's that?
I said, isn't that a school in the Chillicothe?
What's that?
Unioda.
Unioda cards, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, there's been all kinds of crazy cards throughout the years. There's been music cards. There's been Dick Tracy cards. I got
Wrestling cards. That's
right. No, you
Hulk
got to
Hogan
wait a
rookie
minute.
cards.
Time out. Time out. You got to say it right.
Here we go.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling cards, not wrestling cards. And they had the Honky Tonk Man and the one guy down at Chillicothe supposedly this weekend signed autographs, $50 a pop, baby.
That's
If
the
you
thing.
want-
Some of them aren't cheap.
I wonder what
Size,
Fulcher charges for his.
I know it's different for each item.
Yeah.
I don't know those exact numbers to be honest with you, but I know it's different for each item. So.
Yeah, so there you go. There's some. Yeah, if you want to get David Fulcher's autograph, I mean, I'd say it's at least worth $20, 25. Might be a good place to sell Michael Jordan pogs, not Michael Jackson.
Anything Michael Jordan sells for sure.
See, I groan because for me to do this right, I probably need to do 5 or 6 hours at least worth of work. Well, I still got all those cards from the card shop days.
Oh my goodness! And
And-
that's where you got me started. Your card shop.
And
in
I
Savannah.
got I got boxes I've bought. They're just sitting out in my garage. Just those big, holds 2,000 or 3,000 cards. Those big boxes. I don't even know what the hell's in some of them.
The best way to sell those is through auctions. Kevin Lovington auctions. He sells all that stuff.
I'd rather
Sell them piece by piece.
Well, because you know what's going to happen. You're going to sell a card in there. It's
Yeah,
worth
it's gonna
50,
be worth something.
50 to $100 or
Yep, it
more.
could be.
You're going to get 20 for the whole damn box. That's the thing. That's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
It's all about the condition too with the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Most of mine, I got most of mine in those books.
Yeah.
I may bring a few cards out if I can find them. I got some that are pretty unique. I got some pretty neat, like I told you last time. Well, out there, some of the big tall basketball cards.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 70, 71, something like that.
A lot of people are into the vintage stuff like that for sure.
Well, and the other deal about that is you almost got to sell them because a lot of people won't know who the heck these people are.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that argument. You want to sell them while at least people know who they are.
Sure.
So, let's see. I got stuff we didn't
What's
even
your word
mention
of the
on here.
day, Charlie?
My word, I haven't done the word of the day. I got to look for it. Hang on a minute. We haven't done this day in history either.
Oh.
We got some stuff we
I just got
do
one.
here.
I got one thing though.
Well, go ahead.
Who was the only president to ever be awarded a patent?
Ever be what?
Awarded a patent.
Ever be awarded a patent? You're not gonna believe what it was and what it was for.
George Washington.
No,
Richard Nixon.
no.
He didn't get a patent for
Can you give us
false teeth.
Can you give us a hint?
He was president somewhere around the Civil War.
Well, it wasn't Lincoln though, or was it Lincoln? Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Okay. Then you don't know what the patent was for though?
Yes,
What was it?
it was for a device to get flatboats over the sandbars and things.
Yeah, 'cause he was a big boater. He did a
There
lot
for
of
while,
trips.
He worked on it. Yeah.
Up the
And
Mississippi River.
it was never the only thing that was ever made from it. It was like pontoons. It was like they would blow up these airbags on the sides, and it would float the barge up higher so they could get it over.
Like Panama Canal.
And there was never an actual size one built. The only one that's in captivity is in the Smithsonian Institute. Is a working model.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
That'd be neat to see.
But he was the only president ever done.
The word of the day, I'm gonna say this wrong. A tertiation, it's just means a different version. It's like, we have two tertiations of this show. We have it on Facebook and we also have it on YouTube.
Well, some days we clean it up, and then some days
So yeah, some days it's a little cleaner.
had cleaned it up for you. That's good.
Just another thing for you guys to know, March is Women's Month, Women's History Month or something like that. And so here's a nice quote from Marilyn Monroe. Strong women don't have attitudes, they have standards.
That's a good one.
It's it's decent. So women, you got, look at this you got today. Women's History Month, you got Pie Day Friday.
Yeah.
What did we say today was? The guys already forgot. Mario Day.
Oh, that's right.
Mario Day.
Yep. I'll bring that up at school.
No quiz day. Yeah, I bet some of your kids would be like, man, what'd you eat for breakfast? They'll be thinking you're like messed up. Yeah. Well, look, you're welcome back anytime, and even Senior Dunlap, if he'd like to come on.
I'll let him know for sure.
Yeah,
I told him about it.
because I've met him, I know him a little bit, but tell him not to let that hold him up.
Yeah.
We'd still love to have him, and
I'll pass that along for sure.
because he used to be a Clinton Massey, right?
Yep, he was principal there.
But he is a bland man, I think, isn't he?
Yes,
Did he go
he was
to?
a teacher at Blanchester.
Did he go to
starting
school where too?
That's a good question. I don't think so, but I'll check with him on that. I know he was a teacher there.
Yeah, I knew that, and he always seemed like a pretty good guy. What times I was over around him. Yeah. Rick, do you know him, Randy Dunlap?
Don't think so.
From Bland, he's superintendent.
Yeah.
Let's see, real quick. We got a loaded week. We got Dustin Pierce coming back tomorrow. Going to talk more about his magazine, and he was supposed to have some questions answered. We'll see if he does. Joe Holdren is going to come in and talk about turkey hunting. Turkey hunting on the 12th. And then Bill Ehrman, the man who was here this morning. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Bill Ehrman in here. And Friday, we got the Diet Coke guy, Tom Breckle. Tom Breckle. You know Tom Breckle?
Yes, I do.
Emergency management.
Okay.
And
I know Tom.
that dude, he'll have 6 Diet Coke cans lined up at the time, like you started here.
Yeah.
He'd have 6 or 7 of them.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot.
And he's had some before. He gets there. All right, for Mr. Briggs at Blanchester, the old meanie principal.
Yeah.
You can tell he's so mean. Look at him.
That's me.
And Jerry Bear.